we have all of the tools needed. The supplies is here. Oh shit, alright. Let me put that base back there. So that's what we're currently going to be working on. And I now have everything ready to paint up the Wicket's little base. So get my brushes out of the way. Now, looking at this, it's pretty dry. That's good enough for me. Like I said, I'm very not fussy. Good sentence, Ben. Well done. Alright, so now that we've got this wet palette here too to work with, let's get some paint going. So first things first, I really want to work on the stump. Start painting this in to look like real wood, and the rocks and the ground. So what we're going to need is some black. I will use flat black from scale color first, along with some refractive green from Vallejo model color. And for the ground, we're going to start with a Gobi brown, and we're going to use this big old size 8 brush. Big old brush. Bigger the brush, the better. So get some flat black shaken up here. What we'll do, let's put some on the palette. Also want some brown. Get some brown. Oops. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that's way too much, but that's alright. And then some of this refractive green. The Vallejo stuff's not that awful to shake, actually. It's like, alright, cool. So now just by looking at what we've got to work with here, so I'm gonna get some brown with some water and then a tiny bit of black to darken it, to create the sort of end-all foresty layer. Now I have a bunch of reference material on the side of my I've got an iPad over here with a mood board essentially. I like to have a lot of references while I'm painting, and that's going to help me just to sort of see the environment and remember how it looks, not get too carried away. Like it's hard to paint or do anything from your memory and imagination because it's not reliable, and you like to fudge things. It's much better to have reference material right there to just have a quick look at and just see, oh, this is how this does this or looks this way for me. Actually, I'd say it should be for everyone. If you're into creative stuff, just have reference material. Makes your life so much easier. Alright. So just quickly slapping this on to begin with. Not being precious at all. No need. Put a bit more black in there, put a bit more brown in there, mix it together, get a nice little texture. Oh, okay, so the paint's a bit wet, watery there. So it's quite thin, so I'm going to have to do a couple of layers of that. I should have thickened it up. I normally, when I do my base paints, I have it pretty thick, but I didn't take a lot of the water off the palette then, I just noticed. So that definitely doesn't help. Then put just some brown. While it's wet, just go to town. I find this wet blending just helps sell it a lot better. I'm even going to get some of this green. Mix some of this green in here. It doesn't look very green just from this. That's why I picked this one, because it's kind of like got a lot of earthy tones to it. But it will work well. There we go. Alright. Okay, so that's a good start layer for this base ground. What I want to do now is work on this tree stump a bit. So, the paints I will use for that will be Irico by Scale Color, a nice sort of yellowy, browny, I don't know what you want to call it. We'll just say it's a yellowy, goldy brown. And then I want to use a walnut. And what have we got here? I want a bit of a... Actually, you know what we can do? We can just use the... Where'd it go? We can just make it a bit darker. Yeah, we'll just do that. So what I'm going to use is the walnut first. Going to do the same method where I mix that with black. That way I can get the sort of dark shadow tone I need for the base. And classic drop of bottle paint, the hole's clogged. That's what I like to keep on me at all times. There's a bunch of toothpicks at my desk just to unclog the paints. Oh shit, oops. There we go. Slap that on there. I really need to set that chat box up so it looks opaque instead of just this flat black thing on there when I change the scene. Because when you change the scene in my Twitch software, it removes all the chat from there. So it just looks like a crazy black box, I just realized. So we've got this, probably too much black I just mixed in there, because this is a dark walnut, but that's alright, that's the base layer. So what we'll do is just start with that, put some more water in it, and just build this up. Oh yeah, that's coming along nicely. So this is the first layer of many for the paints. Oh, cork has not stayed down. Okay, interesting. I have to super glue that there in a bit. To be honest, I did not think I would get to this base today. The Milliput dried a bit faster to at least a paintable stage than I thought, so it's nice. Normally things don't work out like that. So just adding some brighter highlights to this tree stump here. I'm going to do a really watered down version there just to cover a lot of that area there. Sort of grain, because this piece of wood will absorb a lot of that. So very rough and fluid. This is why I like base painting, because you don't really have to think. It's just kind of like, just feel, go for it. Get in there, see what happens, really. So this is what I always find funny, is you're painting wood to look like more like a tree. Essentially was what I'm going to be doing, just because of the scale. See what I might do I need a bit of a better green to work with at the moment. That's too green. We need like earthy tones. So we're going to use Fantasy and Games Merm Green. This one here, sorry. Merm Green by Fantasy Games. This is a scale color paint again. This is the other range that they have. Oh, that's way too much. As always, way too much on the palette. This is a very strong green. Very strong. So, do just like some patches of that here. Just where we want a bit more green on the base here. There we go. Bit on the back here. You know, I might even paint some up here on this part of the wood. And what this will show is where, like, because it's, I want it to be like it's fallen for a while. This can be where the moss has grown on it. Just sort of dab it on a bit. There we go. Next, I might actually get some color on these rocks, just to get this sort of all the tones in together, so I can see what I'm working with before I put a bunch of other crap on top. So, got some dark grey here. I'll mix a little bit of brown in with the grey, just so it all works, like it still has the same tones. That's probably a bit too much brown. That's alright, we'll just go back over it. So that's the good thing about painting, right? You can never truly fuck it up. You can always fix stuff, always. Even if you've just done like what I've done here, and I've gone like, this doesn't really look like rock to me, you know? It's a bit too brown. It looks more in line with the wood or something. So just, I'm slowly adding grey back into what's on my palette, and then just gently applying it to these areas on the rocks here. Nice and gently. There we go. Well, see? Things happen like that. Take that off. We'll deal with that later. We can super glue that back there. Just get the grey in here now. Just under the tree here. There we go. Okay, take some more grey, and then what I'll do is just apply it to the tops like this. There we go. There we go. So just want it to blend in, look natural. Just trying to keep the tones the same. Just so that there's looking pretty good as a start, you know, pretty realistic. So now what I want to do is go back in with the walnut here, the Actually, different brush. We want a finer brush. So for the walnut now, what I'll do is take my sort of thinner brush here for the tree, and we'll just start painting in these areas where it's going to be the lightest. Just sort of apply it gently. There we go. Just kind of slapping away. What time is it? 4 o'clock. Oh my goodness. Where's the time gone? So just dabbing it around here. The good thing about like this matte paint too, this is why I like the scale color paint, because it's flat, you get a really good look at how the colors kind of blend together and work. You don't get any of these false reflections from the light above you in where the glossier paints or the satiny ones can catch the light. You get a real good understanding of where your highlights and your shadows are. So now what I'll do with this tree branch is add some of this Irico paint. I'm going to mix it in with the walnut as well, and keep going from there. I will just take a quick photo of this just for my own reference. There we go. So I'll mix some of this Irico up as well, and what we'll do with that is place that on the palette and get going. Let me just quickly Alright. We want to add that on here with the Irico paint. So now this Irico paint is going to be really stark difference, so I'm going to mix it in with the walnut first, and then we're going to paint it here where the trees would be broken. It's the snapped sort of log area. And we'll just sort of colour these in. And just see how all this ends up going. Now I do want to here, I've just watered down this paint a bit more, take a bit off the brush, and in these recesses of the branch here, this is where I kind of want to paint in here to show like that the bark's peeled away. This is where all the bark's sort of fallen. Has actually fallen off the stick this way too, but just to get a better feel for it. You don't have to be too careful too. It's a tree. It's had a rough life here. Imperial walkers came through in ATST, stood on it, snapped it. You know, it can be not perfect. Perfection is the enemy of done. Alrighty. So we just... These little tree branches too, I want to kind of highlight them in a brighter paint. So this is coming together. Let me just have a look at my reference. So the log here is a bit more of a... They have lots of phlox and stuff and moss growing on it, so I'm probably going to do something very similar. And that will probably copy what I've done with this here. Alright. I'll copy that log, sorry. And what I'll do is add a bit more walnutty colours in here. There we go. How's everyone doing? No one's asleep yet? No one's too bored? It's a nice sort of relaxing process, the basing. It's difficult to constantly talk about it because you just kind of, it's like a, for me anyway, it's more of a just doing it kind of thing. You know, you just kind of fiddle around. I'm gonna get some more. There we go. Make the log look like it's been snapped a bit earlier. Down here as well. Give the water a bit of a give the brush a bit of a wash before I come back in and just add some fine like grain lines here, just to sort of give the tree more texture, even though it's like doesn't really need any, but just more. It's good fun. Okay, that's looking good. Getting there. This part will be pretty where it's snapped here. I might actually bring another brown in here onto this tree just to add some more colour to it. So we've got the Dubai brown, or Gobi brown I believe it was. And what we'll do is we'll come here and just add some like that, just a bit more, you know, just to keep it really vibrant and looking like a tree with all the different colors it has. And we'll grab the green again. What we'll do is we'll put the green back in as well. So up here, where it would be all mossy. Put some around here. Oh, the base came off. The handle. So keep it nice and clean. There we go. I think that's looking alright. What I might do now, while that tree is sort of settling, the colours are drying a bit, I'm going to add some of this grey again, the graphite grey from Scout Colour. we'll add some of this to start working up these rocks, and that will give me a good direction of where to sort of take it to the next step. So let me shake some of that up, and we'll be on our way. Alright. Put some of this grey on the palette. There we go. Alright, so just having a look at this reference for this log I've got over here. I think what we'll do is we'll start with the stone first, because I want to get the feel right before I dive into, you know, before I dive into more work on that log. Because I'm not 100% happy. It's getting there, but you know. Oh, that's way too wet. So this sort of stony texture. There's a little rock up here. And we'll just keep it light and keep it fluidy. So we can there we go. Oh yes. Okay, that's looking good. That's looking good. Add some more grey to the mix. And just paint some finer highlighted details here on the rocks, especially around the edges here. The edges and all these sharp ridges on these rocks. Oh yeah. So did anybody watch the latest episode of the Mando? Ooh, or the final, I should say, the season final? Oh, thanks, dude. Appreciate it. It's getting there. It's getting there. It's just like, this is the thing with basing, right? It's just lots of little noodles, lots of little tiny things. All these little details sort of make up it in the end to look sort of realistic. So, I always laugh when I paint a stick to look more like a stick. That's funny in my head. But we're just sort of getting some more greys on these rock stones here at the moment, just so they look a bit more like a stone and not so much a Oh, sorry, I was saying speak, but just in case. Yeah, no, that's fair. No spoilers in chat, but yeah, dude, man, what a great episode. That's what I will say. It was amazing. I loved it. I'm very excited. So we'll just continue just doing these little highlights here around this. So what I'm going to do now is quickly just stick little Wicket back on the base to have a sort of feel for where he's going to be placed. It was a little bittersweet, I will say that. Yeah, I agree. It's also kind of sad that I'm like, damn, no like new Star Wars for a little while now, you know? Gotta wait a while, really. Just get some fine lines in here. Actually, you know what I should bring in? I've got another paint that's really good. It was hard enough waiting a week. Yeah, I know, right? Hard enough to wait a week, and then they're like, here, wait another year for anything. But you know what? To be fair, I every episode of that season thoroughly enjoyed it. Right? Like I thought it was great. It was really good. Had a blast watching it. But it does suck having to wait a while now for something else to come along. Okay, what we're going to do is add some sandalwood to this area already. If you're a science fiction fan, The Expanse has just kind of came out with its 5th season, and that's a fantastic show. So that's going to tie me over till January, easy. Or February maybe, if it's weekly release. But yeah, that show's fantastic. Could not recommend that enough, to be honest. I thoroughly enjoy The Expanse as well, if you're a sci-fi fan. Oh, it's a bit wet. So we want this to be up here. So we're just kind of using this to edge highlight the log. Even though I'm pretty sure real trees don't get edge highlighted, but it's my little painting, so it's okay. It doesn't have to be exact. There we go. We'll just kind of slap it on a bit. I think, you know, I've got a thinner brush. We're going to use the thinner brush. I'm going to go in for some fine details that are definitely not super necessary, but I like to do them. So I'm just gonna add some more here. Might add some of the original walnut darker tone now. We might add some of that just to sort of bring back some earthiness. don't think I need that holder right now. Just concentrating, so sorry if I'm not chatting a bunch. Pardon me. It's one of those times when I'm doing my fine details, I just like to sort of go into the zone and think about it. Funny thing is, I haven't even got to like adding any of the foliage or anything on this yet. I'm just purely messing around. See, I just noticed this here, look at that big dark spot, so we're going to have to chuck some dirt down there. And what I like to do, this stuff, just stipple it out. Just makes it look a bit better. There we go. Fixed it. If I add some sandalwood to this Irico paint, you get a pretty nice, bright, yellowy pink. And that can work with some more highlights. It's a bloody hair. So I'm just adding very fine lines that no one but me is going to see or care about. I like to do that in projects. I like to really take my time and have something at the end that I'm like super proud of. Some Gobi brown. Just get the excess off on the finger. Some of these areas here. Like I am going to put some flock on this branch too. So that's why I'm not too fussed about some of these areas. Alright, cool. Alright. So this is where we're at. It's not looking too bad. It's looking pretty naturey, pretty realistic. Add some more intensity of green here though. Just splotch a bit of it on. And same with the ground here. So we'll just splodge it on. Alright, now what I'll do, I'm going to paint some more grey on these rocks. Get the excess water off on your thumb, and then what we'll do is we'll just sort of bring it in a bit more here, just so they're not super dark in the center. Highlight all these little areas, these rough edges, and just sort of splatter it around like that. So just to create that realism that I'm after, and the angles of where the lighting and the environment would just sort of hit the little rocks. So it's getting there. We're getting there. It's gonna look pretty sweet once we start adding some flocking and stuff. Like that will make it a real big jump. Because this is just the foundation work. So this isn't even... Like a lot of this will get covered up. But it's worth it. Alright, so at this stage now, I'm going to bring Wicket back over. Just to get a feel. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to blue tack him on there. Just to have a feel for how he looks within the environment. Before I start adding stuff to it. So we'll just place him there. There we go. So this is how he's going to start to look in it, and I'm pretty happy. The tones kind of work really well, and the area is looking very nice. It's telling the little story that I wanted to tell. So at this stage now, I think we're ready to start bringing in some cool basing stuff. So what I'll do is I will take the Boba Fett that we did earlier. I'll peel him gently off of this base here. So there you go. Look at that. Finished Boba Fett. He came out pretty nice in the end. So he looks pretty cool. Dad Bod Fett. And this is the other one. Finished up. Gimli. He came out pretty cool as well. So I'll put both of them back over here. We'll take this base now, and I will just blue tack it to the bottom here. Alright. Now, this is where the fun begins. What we can do is start to bring in some textures, some different scenic stuff. What have we got? Some trees, some foam, some flock, some of everything. First will be, I think we'll bring in some static grass. Actually, I really want to try this too. Let's have a look at what have I got with this here that I can use. So this is that AK interactive grass cutouts I showed earlier in stream. I don't know, I've never used them, but I'm interested to see. Oh, it's literally just paper. Okay, interesting. I've never used these before. So if anyone in chat has, let me know. But it seems to just be like a little... How's that attached? Okay, so you pull it out with a knife? Is that how you do it? We'll give it a go. Where's my scalpel? So this is the one I want here. So gently cut it out. Sorry if you can't see that just there. Here we go. Bring it over here. So I'm just making some little score lines so I can lift this little leafy out. Don't want to pull it. Doesn't look like it takes. Oh, well, there we go. Oh, oh, oh god. Okay. It's literally just a paper leaf. Interesting. Okay. What I'll do is I'll cut that bit off there. Because there's an extra bit that looks shit. There we go. So that's all that is literally a paper leaf. Huh. I mean... I don't know how sold I am on these, to be honest. You know, stick it down like that, I guess, something. I'll have a play. Alright, I'll cut some out anyway. We'll use them. We'll use some. We might use another one here. We'll try that out, see how it goes. To make like a little bush or something. And then again here we will cut a little surgical extraction. There we go. And then pick it up with a scalpel. Okay. So this is what we're working with here, these tiny little paper leaves. You can kind of like, seems like bend a little to create some sort of a plant, I guess. Oh, gosh, this is going to be fiddly. Too shaky to do this. Oh god, I keep dropping it. Alright. We might have to come back to these and start working on some other stuff. That's interesting, like, they're kind of cool. I don't know yet, we'll see. We'll see how they look in the finished product, because I've still got to paint them, so they might just look trash. Well, I'll put this over to the side for now, because, oh, actually, I'll do like that leaf. That looks kind of cool. Like a jungle leaf. Might put two of them in as well. We'll start with the other crap though. Let's not get carried away here. So, first up, want to get some sandy dirt in there. Some little bits, as we call it. So we've got some battlefield, what do you call this? Army Painter's Battlefield Rocks. Start with a bit of this. I'll just put tiniest bit, to be honest, like down around, so you can actually see. That's not going to help. Super glue's clogged. So just clear that up. There we go. There we go, now it's becoming. So we've got some on there. Just kind of want to sprinkle it on gently. This is just to add some more variety and texture. Especially down in here, the backside. And then just pat it off. This part here is because it's kind of all over the place there. So randomness is the key with making these dioramas. Randomness is the key. So that's enough of those rocks for now, because what we'll do is bring over my where is it? Here it is. Oops, sorry, hit the mic. I've got another container which has a bunch of stuff in it. So this container, this is what we'll use to get some little sticks and wispy bits, you know, like look at that. Look at that, that's great. Oop. So that can go over there. This little fella, this can go over there. What else we got in here that's useful? Maybe that little stick too. Have a stick container. Collect sticks and dirts. That's what I will say. And dirts. Dirt, I mean. Stick, dirts. I said it again. God damn, I'm having a stroke. Yeah, just collect a bunch of stuff. It really helps with your selling of what it is you're trying to do. Okay. So I think next is definitely some grassy flocks before we start putting some little trees and things in. So what I'll do here is take these big clumps, put them to the side, this toothpick, and then what I'll do is I'll get this mixture and just kind of mix it up a bit more, get a bit of everything in there on to that corner. Now what I'll do is move that over, take the super glue. With the super glue we'll put some new areas where we want a lot more of that foliage and grass to appear. So I've just kind of got it all around like that, if you can see. What I'll do is I'll grab a handful of it, bring this over here, and we'll start just clumping it down. Alright. Tap. Give it a hard tap because we want not all of it, but we want most of it to come off so we can see what we're working with here. So that's not too bad. I'll put a bit in here. I want some to cover a lot of these rocks again, because that just blends them in. And the back there we can go a bit wild. So we'll just tapper. There again, and then just all along here. Upside down, tap it off. Look at that. Starting to look pretty cool, huh? Pretty naturey. It's getting the realism. The realism is coming. Put some of that glue there. Did I miss that bit? Is that what's happened here? There we go. So, okay, we're done with that for now. So that's also done. Now it's this clumpy stuff. We want to add these little ferns and plants. Oh, I have this other stuff. Wait, let me find it. Where did it go? Oh, here we go. So we've got some of this Woodland Scenics. Hell, I don't even know what to call it, to be honest. It's like a foam, but it makes for a great moss. Great moss. So I just shake the shit out of the bag that it comes in. I'll show you in a second. I'm just fixing it up. So it's like this, right? This green fine powder. Like, look at that. When you clump it, that looks like a great little bit of tree moss. So now what we'll do on the tree here is we'll just do some super glue areas here where... Oh shit, that was way too much there. Just do it like sporadic bits. We'll wipe some of that off with our finger there. But what we want to do is then pick up this and just sprinkle it on. And then come back over here, tap it off. And then have a look. Bit too much there, bit too much there. Bit too much there. That works there. And just kind of play. Get just the moss where you kind of want it to land on the tree there. Do some on this backside here. So I just pick the leftovers up off the ground and sprinkle them on as well. And again, more leftovers. Do that. Just makes it all like look like it's came from the one world to the one universe when it's got a bit of everything in it. So the tree stump's looking, or the tree branch I should say, the tree trunk, God, that's what it is. It's looking even better. Now we can add some more finer detailed stuff. So just layering and layering and layering lots of different techniques and textures and little bits. Right, so I'll chuck some super glue there. And what we'll put there is this little fella. So pinch him in with this. Scissors go. There they are. Take the scissors. Oops, sorry, bumped the camera. Take the scissors, we'll just cut this whole top part off here. And what that allows us to do now is to take this, kind of pull it apart, get just some smaller bits that we might need. So I want some here. For this little piece here. Put that bit there. I hate those little bits. Cut that off. Whoop. Okay. And then add some more to the behind area here. This is where we can kind of go a bit to town on with the extras, because it's the back of the base. It's nowhere near as important as the front. That's not true, by the way. The whole base is important. The whole base. Alright. So got some more super glue down there to glue that little stick bit on. So now it's just kind of adding a bit more to it. So we're kind of doing some stuff on the outside that will still keep the attention focused on little Wicket here in the center. Alright, next up is to, next up, put all this guff and sweep it back in. So best tool to have for cleaning your workspace, just a big old filbert brush. I believe that's what they're called, filbert brushes. I think that's the proper name. But it's just a big old brush, just to sweep all these little bits back in. Don't waste any of this stuff, it's precious. And a lot of this stuff will work on all your basing projects and all your different needs. So I'm just cleaning this little section up here a bit before we dive back into the next part, which is one of my favorites, adding little trees. Yay. Alright, so let's have a little test pit stop again. We'll get our little Wicket character. We're going to remove some of the blue tack off his foot and just put a tinier bit on, just so we can kind of get a real feel for how he's going to sit there with the glue. So we'll do. There we go. Look at that. Look at that little cutie here. Hell yeah. Very nice. Alright, time to keep going. I'm not done yet. No sir. Next up, Woodland Scenics Fine Leaf Foliage. This box of essentially model trees for sort of, I guess, more for trains than anything. But what I like to do is grab a bunch of this. We'll put it on my palette thing there. Close this up so it's not in the way. And now's the fun part where you get to just, oh, look at that. So this is what you want. You want these little gems like this. Like that is a tiny little tree bush right there, done. So what we will do is bring him over here. Now, where do I want him to go? I feel like there's not too bad. I might cut the stem just a little bit, just so it's not so tall. There we go. So with this one, might be a good background tree, maybe. Yeah, you know what, we'll put him in the background. We can always put some more. Put some super glue there. Pick him up. Stand him there like that. So he's going to stay there. There we go. So he's there. Next up, just sort of sifting through now this pile to the side I've got over here, just to find another like good little bush size. I might just cut that there, because that creates a good little bush. Put that there like that. Yeah, I like that. I like that position. Drop some super glue in there. Plop that there. Hell yeah. Okay, what I might do now is start to add some other little niggly bits. Little noodlies, spoodlies, whatever you want to call them. Little sticks. Just stuff to add more to the environment. Get back there. You stay there, stick. Snap this again. We want it to be like just very small, like I'm talking like this, tiny. But this just helps add more to the story of this little indoor forest environment. A little stick there. Might put another one over here. Just a bit of that rock formation. I might just snap it again and just layer it in there. Alright, next up, got these little wiry bits here. So this stuff might just clip like that. Like that again. There we go. Like, look at that. That's a great. Oh shit! That's a great little bit of something, you know. Like you just plop it down like that. Oh, he's not glued there. Okay, okay. Yeah, Houston, we have a problem. Need more glue. Alright. I've just gone into my own little world here as well, so if you're still watching, I appreciate it, because you're now just watching this man talk to himself while he fiddles with the tiniest sticks and pieces of dirt and rock. So I appreciate it for anyone who's stuck around this long. Where did that bit go? There it is. So that bit can go. I might put that at the front here. Oh no. Gonna have to stick it in there with my finger. There we go. That's right in front of Wicket. I just saw your Insta. You have a beard to envy. Thanks, dude. That's my quarantine beard, I call it. It's been going on for a while now. About a year I've been growing that. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. That's looking sick. Little Wicket. Yep. All right. So, we're near. This is getting close to finishing too, by the way. Like, this is starting to look pretty real, pretty naturey. I'm writing this all down for posterity. Well, I hope some of this garbage that's coming out... to be honest, I don't know what I've said in the last... Fuck, I don't know. I don't know what I've said. But I've just been kind of winging it. That's how I build a lot of this stuff. It's a lot of winging it and just playing around and seeing what happens. If there's any of the products you're interested in, let me know. I can tell you what they are. Because I'm just going with it. I'm just going with it, fellas. So next thing I'm going to try out is some of those birch leaves, I think. I want to add some of those to this. And some flowers. Just clean this stuff up so I can maneuver it all around. I did pull those leaves out, didn't I? Hey. Better give... Like, where the hell is that going to go, you know? I don't want to waste it. They're expensive. Oh, shit. I might save those leaf things to the end and like put them... they're just kind of out of place. I'll still try, but we might move those to another area. Okay, put that there. Alright. We might add another one of these shrubs, I think. Just to this around the back side here. So we'll peel one of those off. And just trim it up a little, because that's a lot of bush. That's a lot of bush that we don't necessarily want. We want half of the bush. There we go. Shit, we might even want a quarter of the bush. We can put that there. Is it too much there, though? Don't think, feel. Use your instinct. Now we can actually shove it under this stump here. That'll be kind of cool, because that will get rid of this shit-looking little hole. And it will look like it's just grown in under the shelter of the tree stump here. Get here, you little bastard. There we go. Oh, yep, there we go. That's kind of cool. I dig that. And then if I just spread it down a little. Hell yeah. Okay. Looking at this, where do I want to go from here? This is the hardest part now, where you get to the... Like, some people would call it done. I could, but I also know I can take it a little bit further. with some certain areas. I have these, where are they? Little flowers. Come here. Alright, getting the little flowers out. Here we go. Alright, this is those Pollock Scenic flowers again. Sorry, the light there. So it's just like that. I think they can add a bit more variety to this. So we'll just grab it, rip a chunk off like that. Get that chunk there. And we'll just separate them into little clumps like that. Hey, look at that. Fantastic. Alright, now let's just trim that. Give it a little haircut. There we go, look at that. Beautiful. Got some light. Oh, you know what? I know where I'm going to put that. Just saw it right there. Little hole. Bam. Shove some glue in there. Get those. Oh shit. Make sure you stick the flowers tops up, not down like I nearly just did then. There we go. Just another layer of just denseness. You want this to be nearly as dense as me. Oh no, I've goofed it here. Alright, we're going in with toothpick surgery. This is like when the ambulance has to come. We've goofed it here a bit. Get back in your hole and stay there. There we go. Whew. Alright. There we go. Much better. Much better. So, I don't know how well this is reading. It looks okay, I think, on stream. But it's just a lot of shit going on. You basically want an overload. It's like when you go into a forest and you just look, and when you get close and you look down at the ground, just like, there's shit everywhere here. That's what I'm going for, is that. This is the little end-all moon here. I'll just trim some of these edges up. Get rid of these. Still, even though it's a very thin rim, still going to do the black base rim. But dense. For nature forest areas, denseness is the key, I think. Like, we have this cool stick. I don't know if we want to, you know, like, we could potentially add a stick in here. Oh, you know what? Let's have a looky. This would, I feel like this is a Dagobah kind of stick. If you're building a little Dagobah area, just cut some more wood off. You know, don't want it to be too, like, draw your vision away too much. But it could. I feel like this is a little too far. Oh, that there could potentially work. See, look what I've done. Because then I want to make it into a little tree then. No. What we will do though is create another little piece of these flowers here. Just cutting it. Oh, there we go. And I'll just trim the bottom again, because these flowers have like a really long Pollock Scenic. So Pollock, wait, how do you spell it? P-O-L-A-K. Pollock. That's stuff. It's good stuff. Good for model train makers. I find they use it a lot. Let's just push it in there and see how that turned out. Kind of works. Get the toothpick in there to mold that into the position you want. I think it's a bit plain there, but that's not really that important. This is getting real close to finished. Real close. I can feel it. Okay, let's see if I can do something with these leaves I opened earlier. I think the key is going to be to paint them first. So what we'll do is we'll paint them up a little. Where's my glue lid? There it is. Oh shit, sorry. Bloody bumping the camera as always. That's a signature move over here. So I'm just gonna clear some space and then take this palette lid off. We'll move the base over to the back here just for the time being. Alright, this is the colours I was working with earlier. So now we're going to paint some tiny leaves. And how I'm going to do that is literally just like this. Just slap it on. I'm not fussy. Sorry. We just want to get it on there. I might get a lighter green on here too, just to give it some highlights. Let's see. To be honest, so far these products don't do much for me. Kind of sucky, but it just may be me. I haven't given them a fair go. But let's see. Let's see. Just some. So now all I'm doing is just some very fine lines, just to of this bright green. Oh shit. Ah, maybe you're meant to come here. Oh god, they're gonna be so covered in shit. Alright. So am I meant to just like bend it like that and that's how it works? Just kind of like mess it up a bit. That's how plants work. Alright, we'll say that's one done. We'll do the other leaf now. This other leaf we'll try a very similar approach by just slapping green paint on it. Not caring. Like there's already so much stuff going on in that little area that, you know, it doesn't matter so much about this. Do the old backwards grip. Oh, good God. Alright, you know, I'm going to bend it down, just paint it towards my thumb. There we go. This is how you cover it. And we'll get that highlighty green, really bright one. We'll just go in like this. There we go. Cool. That looks like some sort of leaf. Alright. Let me cover this paint palette back up and we'll figure out how the hell to do something with these. Like, do I just slap them together? You know? Oh shit. God. Like, where do these even look cool, you know? I don't know, to me it just looks like a shit painted leaf. Oh, I guess from a distance it actually doesn't look too bad, like how I've got it just sitting there. It just adds another layer of the visualness. But you know, that's kind of what I'm all about. That's what I've been raving about for the last... Actually, you know what, I take it back, that kind of looks cool. That actually does look kind of cool. I take it all back. Alright, where's the super glue? Let's glue these bad boys in, just like that. Not even gonna be super pedantic. So what I'll do is I'll just glue the little bottom of them. Like that. Ah, shit. Ah, shit. There's one. That's good enough. Good enough. It's down. Oh, boy. Alright. Number 2. This is getting me twitchy to potentially add another one of these down here. Oh, Jesus. Okay. So I've got glue on this face side here. What I'm trying to do is just jam it up against that rock. Oh, no. Stay with me. There we go. Like that. You know what? Hey Rao, what's going on, dude? How's things, my man? Those leaves that I was talking shit on for a long time don't look so shit now. Okay, some more final touches before we slap Wicket in here. You know, they add a bit more to that foresty dimension, which I dig. Now, here's the thing. Alright, chat, here's the thing. Do I add another leaf? I've got a few here. I kind of like these ones. Like this kind of jungle style looking leaf. Like they look sick. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm dead of illness. Spent the whole day sleeping in bed. Oh shit, man. Dude, you got that Rona. I told you Queensland was going to get hit. Now, I hope you feel better, dude. Like, take it easy. Rest up. It must have been that double McRib. Alright. Where's my scalpel gone? Let's... Did you stay up super late again? Because, well, actually, no, we were all up really late last night. That made me feel like shit this morning. Good God. That's true. Alright. But I crashed like straight. Yeah, I did too, man. I crashed straight away as well. It's like 3 a.m. Okay, we're gonna do it. Yeah, look at this. This leaf looks kind of sick. Okay. A jungle leaf. We're gonna add that in there as well. You know, take it back. These kind of do look cool when you paint them and you add them in with other stuff that really... I don't know. I actually like the look of that. I didn't think I would. But... Woke up at 9 though and was up for a bit, but holy shit, dude, I had a spooky, scary, haunted house dream out of nowhere. Dude, I can't remember the last time I had a nightmare or like a spooky dream like that. I have like... I can't even remember the last time I had a good dream. Like one that was rememberable. Memorable, that's the word I'm thinking of. Not rememberable, memorable. I can't remember the last time I had a dream like that. Alright, so just slap green paint on here. Classic method that I've used this far. As you can see, not a precious painter with this stuff. just... Wait, use the finer brush. I hope you're feeling a bit better, dude. Let's take it easy. Take it easy today. Saturday, chill out. Do some speckling spots because plants kind of have weird textures too. And if we like, shit. And if we like bend the leaves a little. Huh. That doesn't look too bad. You know what? I was literally talking shit on them for a long time. I was like, yeah, these suck. These aren't that good. And then after I chucked 2 in the diorama here, they came up like great, I think, in the end. So, I don't know. I might just keep them going. Now it's just deciding where I want to place this one. Maybe have it accompany that one and fold down like that. Like that there. That's not bad. I don't hate it. I want to roll it, bend it a bit more, so I'm just bending this leaf over my finger here. Just to... And then what we'll do, grab the soupy glue. Shit, sorry, I hit the camera again for the 10 millionth time. And I will add some glue to the bottom of this. And what we're going to do is surgically operation skills, place it in there. Oh God. Stop moving. Right. I was never good at operation. Oh my God. It was good for a second. There we go. We'll just let that dry for a second before I touch it again and fuck it up. But the last little bit of the final layer of detailing I want to add to this, which I already know this is, you know, to most people this probably looks like an excessive amount, but this is just how I like to make these bases. So we've got, as I showed earlier on stream, we've got some of these birch seeds. So I'm going to pull out a few of these. So these birch tree seeds, when they're dried, they make these great little looking leafy things. So I just have a bunch of them because there's a birch tree in my front yard. So every time these seeds now fall, just go grab a couple to last your lifetime. Dry them out. Ah, shit. Keep dropping it. There we go. So yeah. Next stream I'm gonna play Twitch Lotto every time you bump. Dude, you're gonna get drunk. I'm so sorry. I'm just a klutz. I'm just a goddamn klutz. But you know, that seems to be the theme, right? Just bump the camera. Alright. Now I want to add a couple of these leaves. I've got 4 here. I should have done 3 or 5, but you know what? I will just go with 4. Why not? So we'll chuck a little bit of super glue on the leaf here. Actually, you know what? I'm stupid. Put the super glue on the base because I'll super glue the fucking leaf to my finger. Like oh my god, I nearly did. Oh my god. Basing, fun, but boy oh boy, do I nearly ferret. Howdy, hey man, what's going on? How you doing? Let's chuck one down here too. Just a little bit of super glue there. We've had a busy day. We've actually done a lot of work. Get off. Come on. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. So what have we done today? So to start off the day, for those who are just arriving or catching, we started by making our own texture paste because I ran out of mine. So I made this. This is sand, Mod Podge matte glue, and a bit of water and some brown paint. So this is my texture-based paint now, because I ran out of my $20 store-bought one. But I made this in 5 minutes and it cost me nothing. So pretty sweet. Then what we did was we made a base for little Gimli here. So we finished up Gimli's base. So he's got a nice little one now that accompanies my Aragorn and Legolas model. So they're done. Super happy with that. I've been wanting to have this guy finished for a while. So he's done. And then we also, if you caught the last stream when I painted up Boba Fett, we made the base for Boba Fett as well. So a lot of basing this stream, just finishing projects that I had painted and not based. And then the big one for last, this is little Wicket the Ewok base. If you caught that stream where I was painting Wicket, this is the base for him. So I've been working on this now for the last hour and a bit, I'd say. It's very close to finish though, very close. So I'm just adding some birch tree leaves that you find from any birch tree, not leaves, what are they? Seeds, I think. They're like the little, you know, they do those little pod things. That doesn't really illustrate what they look like, but they're like this big. Do you use Crackle Paint? Do you have any recommendations, or just use GW? I have not used any Crackle Paint before, and I don't actually have any recommendations, sorry. I've never tried it. I personally, if I'm painting like something chipping or crackling, I do it all by hand manually like a psychopath. So like this, for example, all the weathering and scratches and stuff, I just painted it all by hand. I'm crazy. Or I have too much time. It's one of those two things. But yeah, sorry man, I haven't used it. I really want to, because I paint a lot of model kit spaceships as well, like the Slave 1, and that it sucks when you paint that whole thing by hand. You're like, man, there's got to be a faster way. Oh yeah, Crackle Paint medium, or chipping medium, I think is another term. Alright, let's check another leaf here. Come on, move over a bit more. Oh no, don't stick to the tweezers. There we go. But yeah, I've never used one. Sorry, dude. I do plan to get one, but yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like, eventually. Okay, so this is looking really foresty now. Very Endor-y, I think. You know, I'm not going to chuck the fourth seed down because I like the idea of just having 3. It feels a bit better. The fourth one feels like I'm forcing it. It's too much of a pattern. So, with that said, the last thing to do before we do some finished touch-up paint jobs is to glue little Wicket onto the base. So, just want to make sure. Okay. What I'll do is I'll just put glue on his feet and go from there. Oh shit, nearly knocked it all. What's this? He's badass, man. Oh, thank you. Thank you. He's a fun little paint job. There we go. And there he is, everybody. Wicket the Ewok and his little Endor base. Just a little display piece. I'm very happy with how he came out. So what I'm going to do now is just some more touch-ups on this leaf. It's just not too loose. So I want to do some little touch-ups on the leaf. I might do a little bit more painting on the trunk or the log that's fallen in the back here. But he's coming together. It's very close to finishing now. I'll be just doing a thin black base rim around here as well. But I'm pretty pleased with our little Ewok friend here. A good session, good 4-hour session so far. What was it? Yeah, 4 hours. Damn, did well. Good job, team. Good job to everyone who's stuck around this long too. Appreciate that a lot. I don't know if this is like interesting to people or boring, but thank you for sticking around. Appreciate it. We'll do some little dots now on this leaf just to add some more textures. So this will just make it not look so papery, because it is just a piece of paper. So same as these leaves here. Just want to bring some more variety. Okay, so now what I'll do is I will get like even brighter green. I've got this crazy... I just bumped the goddamn camera again. Everyone take a shot. Oh shit, twice in a row. Good God. Maybe don't. You might die. Alright. So we got here Toxic Waste Green. This is going to be super bright, but I feel like this is what we'll need to add just a little more oomph to the leaves here. So how we're going to do this one is get quite a fine brush. Alright, so I've got a very fine brush here with a little point, and I'm just going to collect a bunch of... That's so watery, god damn it. I want it to be a bit thicker. Okay, here we go. There we go. So what we're going to do now is just do some little dots, stippling. This is just going to make this leaf not look so papery. I mean, it's not looking too bad, but I just want it to look a bit better. This is just a personal touch now. It's very hard to even see the effect it's having, but there is one, I tell you what. It's very subtle, but it just makes it look way more real. Pharaoh, what are you working on for the crackle medium, actually, by the way, bud? So I can get an idea, or the chipping medium, crackling paint. Is this for like base stuff? Is this for a ship or weathering? because I know a few other techniques that not so much like need a crackle medium that you can do with just like a brush or some sponges. Sponges are great. Alright. Some thinner lines now here. This is just to really make it look a bit more real. I think that leaf looks a lot better now like that. Now what I'll do is add some to these other leaves here. Just very little. There we go. There we go. Okay. What we'll do now is this base rim. There we go. Look at that. It's getting there. I'll go around to another lap, and I think after that, this little fella's done. There we go. There we go, chat. Wicket the Ewok complete. Little display base and all. Pretty stoked with how he came out, to be honest. all the little niche textures. Alright, what I might do now actually, I might bring it in for a bit of a closer up. We'll see how that looks. So I'll just change these camera settings real quick. Let's see. I'll bring him to about this height here. I'm just going to change the focus. There we go. So, this is how he's looking. All the dense forestry around him. We got the log, we got the paper leaves. We got the little trees, stumps. So there you have it. Yub nub, little Wicket. It's one of my last display pieces for the year that I wanted to get ticked off my bucket list. And that's Wicket. I'll bring over the other two so you can have a look at them as well. So the first one that we did was a little Gimli. So he's also completely finished, ready for the tabletop, ready to destroy the Uruk-hai and the other forces of Mordor. So Gimli as well. He's done. And last but not least, my main man, Boba Fett. So we worked on his base as well. And managed to get all these three done today. Whew! We did it! What an effort, huh? Feels good. Alright, let me put this zoom focus back. Feels good. Alright. Oh shit, just hit the camera. Not the camera, that was the lamp, not the camera. Thanks, Rao. Appreciate it, dude. It was really fun to get him finally finished. I've had this guy sitting there for a couple of weeks now and I really wanted to do something with it. So it feels good to have like a nice little Wicket to go on the shelf. Whew. Alright. Well, I think that's it for the stream today, everyone. A good 4-hour stream. Moon Mumpy, only 6 views, always making a masterpiece. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Look, it's not about the views. I do it for the fun. And I like just chatting with you people who are, you know, here. Who's bothered to stay. So I appreciate it. Oh, thank you so much for the follow, Moon Monkey. Appreciate that a lot. But yeah, we might end this. Unfortunately, you've just came to the end of the stream. I've just finished these 3 projects. And I'm pretty pleased with how they turned out today. So yeah, this is the last one. Wicket. As well as Boba Fett for Star Wars Legion. And Gimli for the Games Workshop Middle-earth game. So we've got these 3 down and done. So that's 3 big projects. I might stream maybe some more later tonight in a couple of hours. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that a lot. I might be streaming some more later, but it will be a lot more boring content, unfortunately. It's essentially powering through a lot of these damn orcs. I've got so many left to paint. 18 of them. And my goal is to speed through them before January 1st. So this is how they're looking so far. I will do some little basing stuff to them as well, but not as intense as obviously that display piece. But I appreciate the follow. It really means a lot. And for everyone who stuck around and like hung out today, it was a lot of fun. We got a lot of work done. I'm probably gonna save this as a VOD and I'll cut it and edit it down to a shorter one, and I might even upload it to my YouTube channel, which it has not been finished yet. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. If anyone has any questions on the products, or they need, I don't know, if you want to show me what you're making or tips or anything at all, please message me on Instagram. My Instagram's the same as my Twitch handle. It is BenxLayton, all one word. And I'm always happy to reply and offer help or show you what I'm doing or anything like that. So that's the best way to get in touch with me or keep in contact with me, is through my Instagram. So if you want to send me what you're working on, go ahead. I believe I've got some messages to check from people sending me today, so I will get to that this evening and reply to you all. But yeah, appreciate everyone for following and hanging around and having a bit of fun with me. I hope to see you all in the next stream, which will be soon, most likely tomorrow, and we'll have a bit of fun. So thanks guys, thanks for hanging around. I'll catch you all later.